keen to get out of the grind, knowing there's a demon plotting, waiting in line, giving me signs not to go with my guy. Gotta push, gotta fight, gotta strive. If I wanna get by, scheming, plotting, testing my will and my drive. Gotta soak up these eyes while they trying to...
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. And in this series, we're going to be going over the moon in the houses, okay? The moon in the houses, and in this episode, we're going to be talking about moon in the 12th house. Moon in the 12th house. And I'm excited about this one because I actually have moon in the 12th house. So this is really cool. But if your moon is in the 12th house, and just if you're interested, and you should be, because learning all of these placements is very important and getting the picture, the overall picture of moon in the houses. But if your moon is in the 12th house, your emotional security, your soul, your sense of home is going to be in your deep emotions, your deep subconscious, okay, your imagination, okay, in your sleep, okay. Literally, this is because the 12th house deals with the subconscious, okay, your deep emotions, your imaginations, your dreams, okay. You know, this is like a fantasy world as well too, the 12th house, okay. But this is deep as well, your deep emotions, you know, the emotions that we have so down we're not even aware of it. And this is very deep, so when you put your emotions, your soul here, which is the moon, in your deep subconscious, like, these people are so emotional, so sensitive. Oh my goodness, like, the emotional sensitivity. These people feel everybody when they go, you know, and this is all moon in the water houses. Like, if your moon is in the 4th house, or your moon is in the 8th house, or in the 12th house, the water houses, yes, moon and 12th house people, they feel everyone. They're super intuitive. They feel everything. When they walk into a room, they feel people's emotions, okay? But their compassion is so strong, okay? To have your moon here, I mean, they just feel for everyone, for everything, for animals. I mean, the plants. I mean, they just feel for everything. And this makes them very psychic, very in tuned, okay? So much so, it can be overwhelming, okay? Moon and 12th house people, okay, your emotions are so out there, you feel for everyone. This makes them very accessible to being used, okay, people manipulating you, okay, people using you because you're so sensitive and your emotions are just out there. So be careful with that. You have to kind of like guard your emotions and not be such a victim and so vulnerable to people emotionally, because you can. Feeling for so many people so much, okay? Also, these people, when I say have a strong, deep imagination, it really is because your moon, again, this is your emotions, this is your soul. So there's so much passion in your moon sign. And you put it deep into your imagination, you know, this kind of like fantasy world. These people are so creative because they feel so deeply about their imagination. I mean, the energy that they have for their imagination is so strong, is so deep, that it intensifies their imagination and it just makes them super creative. These people are very artistic, and their emotions lead them to their imagination, to their creativity, to their spirituality, okay? This is not just creativity and imagination, this is also spirituality, okay? But this, again, those emotions, the moon, that strong, deep moon, feeling that home here, that sends them to their imagination. So whenever they're feeling emotional, this creates such a strong drive for creativity and imagination. And when we talk about creativity, also with music, okay? Moon, again, moon is very psychic, it's very connective, it deals with vibrations, and that is music. Music deals with vibrations and sounds. It's just like water, it's the waves. So again, when you have your moon energy, your soul, your psychic energy in the house of psychic energy, the 12th house, you know, these people are just very great with music and creating vibes. Music is a very great power. Any art is, but I feel like with moon in the 12th house, dealing with the vibrations and being in tune, you know, music tuning, you know, the waves going up and down the notes, all of that vibration sounds, they're really good with music. This could be a really good manifestation for music. Also with this placement, drugs and escapism. These people could be seriously addicted, okay, to any type of drug, any habit. It doesn't always have to be drugs because it's just really escapism. With 12th house, again, this is the house of like dreams, astral projection, spirituality. So these people love an escape. And when you think about drugs, what is it? It's an escape, whether you're escaping pain or reality. The drugs, they send you there, you know, it's a high, you know, whatever it is. So these people, with having your moon here, which is where you feel emotional security, moon can rule your addictions. So if you put in the 12th house of like escapism, this is drugs. I'm just telling you. So people like this, you got to be careful because, and this doesn't happen all the time, so don't think if your moon is in 12th house you're automatically going to, but it is a possibility that you can have a very strong attachment to drugs and escaping, okay? So even if you don't do drugs, if that's not your choice of escape, it could be something else. But whatever it is, be careful because the addictions are heightened with this placement with moon in the 12th house, okay? Addiction to any substance or stuff like that, they're really heightened here, especially when it's drugs, again, because it's not just any type of addiction, it's the addiction to escapism. So again, these people they can really like to use drugs if they get into it. Also with this placement, it can be very hard to identify your emotions because even though it's so out there for everyone else to use, the 12th house deals with our hidden subconscious feelings. So literally your emotions can be hidden in subconscious. So it's like, you don't know how to express your emotions. You don't know your emotional boundaries. You don't know what you're feeling like. You understand what everyone else is feeling like. You understand everyone's energy but your own. You can't identify your own feeling, okay? Because you're constantly feeling other people's vibes, okay? You need to get on your own vibe, basically. So be careful with this placement to lose your vibe. Get on your own vibe and understand. Don't just vibe with everyone. And it can be hard with this placement because again, you're putting your emotions here in this intuitive psychic house where you're feeling everything. So these people are very psychic, very feely. They feel everyone. They're very sensitive in this house. So be careful not have boundaries and not know what your vibe is and what you're feeling. Also with this placement, your family dynamic could have been very compassionate, okay? So everyone really cares for people, or it could have been nurtured to you that you have to really care for people, or someone could have been sick in your family and you've done a lot of caring for them, lots of compassion and caring, you know, but also there could have been a lack of boundaries, okay? So even though there's all these emotions, there could have been a lack of boundaries. So maybe it was inappropriate for you to take care of someone who was sick at the age, maybe, you know, you were too young, you know, and you had to take care of someone. And it's like, that's a lack of boundaries because now you're being taught that you have to sacrifice your life for other people, you know. So you got to be careful with this placement because, you know, the family nurturing, yes, could have been very compassionate, very caring, but then also inappropriate, lack of boundaries, okay, self-sacrificing, okay. So and also they could have been like just no family structure, lack of family structure with moon in the 12th house. So you got to be careful with that placement as well. Or you could have dealt with, you know, family members who had even drug issues, you know, substance abuse issues could have been here. So guys, that is moon in the 12th house. Moon in the 12th house is a double-edged sword, you know. Again, this is the 12th house of Pisces, so, you know, it's that fish going opposite direction, so it's good and bad. So the creativity, the imagination is great here, but also the family dynamic, the structure can really lack the boundaries. So you have to be careful of that with moon in the 12th house. Very gifted place, but also needs structure, needs boundaries. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you guys are back for some more. And if you did enjoy that, Also book a reading with me, okay? I do astro readings, I do natal chart readings, okay? Including with tarot. So definitely book one with me. I'll have my email down in the description box below. Email me and we can go forward with that. Also, check out my music as well too, okay? I have music on Spotify, Apple, and here on YouTube. Check it out. I have all the links in the description box below. And I'll check you guys out on the next episode.